crawlers in the open world. And thanks to the power of the PlayStation 5,
like he needs to do sit-ups.
You can make that switch almost instantly.
What's up, yo? Show Master Lee.
And Lulu.
Now, I don't know how many of you do this, but I love playing a game if I get to explore a city, a place that I know I can go in real life and kind of live it in reality. Like I just finished Ghostwire, where you got to go and explore Tokyo. And even after I 100% everything, I just love walking around because it does feel like I'm really there.
Yeah,
It's
except
so
that it's so creepy.
Okay, it is creepy because it's a ghost game. It's a horror game.
Yeah.
It's-
How do you focus on looking around when there's ghosts everywhere?
Yeah, normally you like to watch games, but this one I couldn't. I couldn't deal with you screaming every minute, just like look, ooh. But they did a good job with the sound effects to really add to the creep factor. But I even remember playing Assassin's Creed, the very first one, where you climb into cities. And then when I came to Las Vegas and I was checking out the Venetian, I'm like, oh my God, it looks just like the game. And I can imagine myself climbing up the walls and all around.
That's true. That's so true.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, I love doing that. And so Spider-Man for me is the ultimate thrill when it comes to living a virtual New York City. And this time, you know, with PlayStation 5, they're pushing the limit, right? It's a dedicated game from the ground up. Now they're expanding to the boroughs. I got to check out this trailer. Looks like this game is going to be the ultimate New York City tour.
Wow. I don't have to go to New York then.
Oh, we do, baby, because you can't virtualize New York pizza.
That I agree.
I miss that. All right, let's check this out, yo. By the way, if you want to hear some wicked wild stories, you got to check out my channel.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show on my OnlyFans.
Don't go for the virtual one. The real deal's right here. Game looks so good.
This is Brian Intihar, Senior Creative Director at Insomniac Games. Thank you for all of your amazing feedback to our demo at the showcase earlier this year. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is filled with an amazing story and story missions. But today I'm here to provide you with a first look at how the open world experience is evolving and how the game is built to take full advantage of the PlayStation 5.
Look at that. Looks
The
so
first thing
beautiful.
you'll notice is that our city has nearly doubled in size with the addition of two iconic New York boroughs, Queens and Brooklyn.
Oh, I love
And
that
we've
shot.
introduced the web wings, an entirely new mechanic that, when combined with web swinging, allows you to traverse the city in a whole new way and at faster speeds than ever before. Whether it's a neighborhood backdrop of Queens or the fireworks that light up the sky over Coney Island, exploring these areas will feel much different than the towering skyscrapers of Manhattan, while also delivering memorable locales like Peter Parker's old stomping grounds in Midtown High and Miles Morales' current place of learning,
That looks so much like Brooklyn around that area.
Brooklyn Visions Academy.
Hey Miles, what's up?
Speaking of our heroes, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 will introduce the ability to switch between the two wall crawlers in the open world. And, thanks to the power of the PlayStation 5,
Like he needs to do sit-ups.
you can make that switch almost instantly. Delivering a bigger city and playing as not one, but two spider heroes were big goals for Marvel's Spider-Man 2. But this time around, it was equally important to provide a greater sense of exploration and discovery. As you progress through the main story, a number of new activities and storylines will become available. The majority of those will now be represented by visual cues in the world that grab your attention, such as a flock of Kraven's Talon drones circling a building, a mysterious symbol projected into the sky, or even an unfamiliar spider-bot ping emitting from one of the rooftops. Many activities, like the hunter's cloaked blinds that overlook the Big Apple, lead to even greater challenges yet yield worthy rewards and new information about Marvel's greatest hunter, Kraven. Others will lead to a climactic showdown with Marvel villains not yet seen in this Spider-Man universe. The spider heroes have new AR tech in the lenses of their masks, providing a quick glimpse of activities already discovered, or helping locate new ones yet to be revealed. You can always refer to the upgraded Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app to quickly track nearby areas of interest. The app will also include incoming requests from those who call Marvel's New York home. Some will ask for either spider hero to help, while others, like the students of Brooklyn Visions calling upon Miles, will require you to put on the mask of a specific hero. All these activities, including crimes you stop from the game's various enemy factions, also now feed into the new District Progress system, which even provides more rewards and unlocks our brand new fast travel system. As you can see here,
Whoa.
the PlayStation 5 and its SSD means you can move
That was
across
cool.
the city with very little downtime. Finally, the more city you explore and the more activities you complete, the more ways you'll be able to customize your spider hero. This includes mastering additional combat abilities and traversal skills, acquiring and improving gadgets, upgrading through the new suit tech system, and of course, unlocking additional spider suits. And we're talking lots and lots of suits. Marvel Spider-Man 2 will feature over 65 suits from the comics, movies, and multiple original designs. And thanks to the all-new suit style system, you'll now have more than 200 different ways to outfit your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
What?
On behalf of Insomniac Games, we couldn't be more excited about what this expanded city has to offer, and all the new ways you'll experience Marvel's New York. We look forward to seeing you swinging around in Marvel Spider-Man 2 when it launches October 20th, only on PlayStation 5.
That looks so good. Yeah. God, it's amazing when you think about it. When you think back on this franchise on the gaming console. And Spider-Man, I think, is probably one of the few superhero games that has done really well on console. Like, how I just swing, I think people just love, right? Swinging around the city. But you go back and play some of those original ones a couple generations ago, and they like, oh, it looks so painful. You only wish they can get close to emulating the real world city. And now,
What was the swinging back then?
it was similar, actually. It was more visually. So here's an example of what the game looked like back on PlayStation, the original. And they did upgrade, a little bit later with Dreamcast, which is, I guess, which is considered next gen back then. And you can see it's a big difference, but man, nothing close to what it's like today.
Big difference. Even the city.
Yeah,
right?
like the big issue back then was like the draw distance, right? So they had to create a lot of fog to fake the city, right? And the textures were all just really blocky.
Spider sense tingling. Something's going on here.
And the original PlayStation even had these issues where, like, you can't draw straight lines really well that go into perspective, right? And so there were these weird, odd, jagged sort of like step type of visuals, and everything was blocky, low texture. I'm seriously, man, it's such a good time to be a gamer right now, to be able to play stuff on PlayStation
amazing,
5.
though,
See how far
to
it's
see
come.
the development of the game.
Hold it, Spider-Man. I don't want to believe that you pulled off the heist today.
I guess it's almost 30 years now. So I can't wait to jump back into this world, man, and just explore New York City.
Woo!
Save me a plane ticket. Save me the...
No, but you said you want the real pizza.
I do want the real pizza, baby. I do want the real pizza.
Cat, it's Peter.
Peter, gotta help me. They're not really paramedics.